This can't be right. Reachman in the grotto. Why has Hircine allowed this to happen? The grotto belongs to the Glenmorrow Weird as a temple to Hircine. The Reachman got past our watch and turned our bear guardians against us and destroyed our protective wards. Their leader, Bernark, seeks a Briarheart from Hircine. Unless the bear spirits power the wards, we can't enter our own temple. Without the wards, the bears are wild, and we can't reach the altar to ask Hircine why he abandoned us. Can you kill the bears and free their spirits? You must be near an inactive ward upon the bear's death. The ward will empower you when you are close, so the bear's spirit will sense it and know where to go. Otherwise, the spirit is more likely to simply ascend, to be reunited with the earth. A clan of bears has always safeguarded the grotto. They recognize us as equals and allow us to pass. When we found the Reachman here, the bears had become hostile. They refused to let us in. We Asteria discovered this the hard way. It frees them from enslavement, as their minds are clearly under Bernark's control. The bears know their true purpose. Once the spirit is free, it should travel to the wards and seek to empower it. They serve to protect us as we perform certain rituals to Hircine, and without them, we are vulnerable to attacks by the bears. We haven't used them in quite some time, but an important ceremonial hour approaches, and we need to perform our rites. Yes, if ever a threat came to us, we would come here, empower them through sacrifice, and be protected. Luckily, the Reachmen only see them as rocks. No, if they were, it would have required a great many sacrifices to maintain. The Briarheart is a powerful gift, which makes an almost invincible foe, and we suspect Bernark's target would be Evermore, which makes this an issue for your kind to address. The Reachmen conquered the city before, and will want it back.
Your journey is dangerous. Be wary of the Guardians. They guard the temple fiercely with their lives. I take comfort in knowing their death is for a good cause.
Curse these Reachmen. They've been a thorn in our side for too long. I should have seen them coming. One of us is always here to care for the temple. We trust the bears to guard it well, but they can't maintain it. I was the caretaker of the grotto when the Reachmen arrived. I should have seen them coming, to get word out sooner.
The wards are back, and the bears are no longer hostile to us. Now we'll call upon Hircine, and find out why he's forsaken us. As you restored the wards, you are now a part of the grotto's life too. Therefore, I will ask you to perform a necessary role in our sacrifice. We need a still-beating heart. You've offered to assist us? I asked you to be the ultimate sacrifice to save the grotto. You are the key to reaching Hircine.
No! By rights, I should be the one to take the blade. I'm the one who failed.
Nyroni, no! This person has already offered to help us.
The sacrifice should come from the Weird, and I'm the one responsible.
Lene, she's right. The heart of a stranger compared to a self-sacrifice? Hircine is bound to hear an answer.
But we need 3 for the ritual. She can't do it.
The outsider can do it. Only 2 of us are required for the prayers.
I won't allow it.
You've no choice. Do you want this to succeed or fail? Nyroni is ready and willing. You know we're right. These Reachmen sour the land. It's a slap in the face that Hircine allows them to take over our temple.
Our temple is overrun with Reachmen. Our guardians have turned against us. This is all my fault, and I'll do whatever it takes to get it back.
As much as I hate to admit it, Tyria is right. Nyroni's willing sacrifice is priceless compared to yours. I raised her, you know. We found her abandoned. A lost child that the wood kept safe until we discovered her. Much more than that. We're tied through both a familial bond and the forest itself. We may seem callous to outsiders, but we're closely knit. What we ask of you is not to be taken lightly. This is a serious and sensitive matter. Understood? I hope so. Take this ceremonial dagger. It's well sharpened to ensure swift work. Tyria and I will perform the ritual. Once prepared, you must act quickly to cut out the heart of Nyroni and place it on the altar. Not after falling so far out of Hircine's favor. Believe me, if there were another way, a way to spare Nyroni's life, I'd do it. Now, will you honor her decision and help us? Wyrus Nyroni's sacrifice should be the extra edge we need to call upon Hircine. Yes, Nyroni is prepared. I can't say it will be easy, at least for me. This is the way of the Glenmoral Weird. Everything makes sacrifices. The plants and beasts that we may eat, the wood that we may have fire, the people we've come to love. There's nothing wrong with sacrifice, so long as it's done properly. Good. Wait for my signal. When the time is right, cut out her heart and place it on the altar. We're ready. Now cut out her heart. Put her heart in the bowl on the altar.
A worthy offering. What is it you
My
seek?
prince, we seek to know why.
Silence, pray. I speak not to the weak, but to the one who took the heart. This one interests me. Come, speak to me, hunter. You are not mere prey, mortal. Yet you aid the weird who still lick their wounds of defeat. Their fall to Branark and his Reachmen lost them my favor. To earn it back, you must prove yourself a true hunter. To start, a hunter's challenge of skill. Hunt my aspects within my hunting grounds, a shade of this realm and my own. Prove yourself worthy of my favor. Only then will you earn the chance to retake the grotto for the weird. I will place you there. When you've won, If you've won, return to the shrine. I will be there as the spirit of the hunt. We'll discuss your prowess and your final task for the grotto when the hunt is over.
I'm not sure how much time I have, but thank you for what you've done. My sacrifice is nothing compared to your brave response to Hircine's challenge. Can I help you understand this realm, a place of shadow, hunger, and thirst? Strength, speed, and guile. I know them well. He sent you to track them. The Hunter's Test, which I once undertook myself. Though I've not been dead for very long, I will answer your questions as a final favor. The aspect of strength takes the form of a bear. Crouch low to the ground to search for signs of its passing. A creature so large doesn't leave a subtle trail. The aspect of speed takes the wolf form. You may surprise it within its den, but only if you are careful. Look for its paw prints, which may appear as stars on the ground in this realm. The aspect of guile is the hunter. He'll be the hardest to track, for he wants no prey to realize his nearness. But every hunter must rest sometime. Seek his camp, and if you are lucky, the hunter will be there. Good luck, Hunter. It's time for me to pass on and rejoin the cycle.
specimen for my collection. You don't look like much. Why would Hersin send you to me as a challenger? Does he mock me, or is there more to you than meets the eye?
So you've succeeded. Impressive. Few best the aspects. Already you yearn for the next hunt. I've 2 hunters and 1 grotto. To the victor goes the spoils. Find Brannock and rip the briar heart from his chest. Prove yourself the true hunter, and he the prey. And the grotto is yours. Should you prove yourself the victor, bring the Reachman's fledgling briar heart back to the altar. I will speak to you one last time, if you succeed.
A final challenge for us both. This should be easy. Doubtful. I defeated the weird. I'll defeat you just as easily. The power of the Briarheart will be mine permanently. Soon, I'll retake Evermore, and all the land which once belonged to my people. Your kind will be stamped out, and I will rule all! That's what you think. Come and get me. The Briarheart, this grotto Evermore, and all these petty kingdoms will be mine.
What happened? Has Hersin asked something of you? You've proven yourself a true hunter. And Brannock? What of him? Only one Supreme Hunter would be left. And with Brannock defeated, we can take back the grotto. Go, and luck be on your side. We'd assist, but it would be forbidden.
I'll show Hersin who the better hunter is. I'll take your heart as a prize.
Your victory will be remembered. We could feel the death of Bernark through the earth beneath our feet. Even the insects will not mourn him. Thank you for making our sister's death worth it. We're in your debt. We still have a lot of work to do, cleaning out the remaining Reachmen and regaining the full trust of the Bears. We can feel the connection returning, but there's no telling what damage has already been done, and how long it will take to undo. Now please, return the Briarheart to her scene.
Ah, the proven hunter. I see you have the Briarheart, torn from the chest of the Reachman. His punishment for failure is to roam the hunting grounds as prey. His chest, a gaping hollow, a reminder of his weakness. Consider it returned. The grotto belongs to the Weird once again, but more importantly, to you. I'll be watching you, mortal. A larger hunt looms in your future. One I'll watch with great interest.
We have work to do, but with the threat of a Briarheart removed, the rest will be easier. Would you rather I gnash my teeth and fall to the ground weeping? Some grief is too deep to show itself. I see her body before me, and though I will miss her very much, my life will go on. Nyroni is the daughter of my heart, and my sister in the Glenmoral Weird. Though she breathed her last, she will always be with us. But your journey should go on. Be at peace in your own heart. You did the right thing to help us.
Thanks for all you've done.
All right, everyone. It's time to start making preparations.
So, what do you think of the armor? I'm still officially in mourning, of course, and I don't want to disrespect Aemon's memory, but if we're fighting Septim Atharn, I have to be there. I just do.
There you are. If you expected to find us scaling the walls already, I'm sorry to disappoint. Don't get me wrong. We considered taking a stab at it, but with our limited numbers, I don't really think that plays to our strengths. Well, let's see. We have this sewer entrance here that the Imperials don't seem to know about, and then, well, we have you, of course. I'm thinking to base our attack strategy around that. What do you say? Yes. Sometimes victory means getting dirty, and that's quite literally true here. A passage in the sewers leads to the gatehouse. If you'll open the main gate, we can get into the garrison without having to scale the walls and lose half our men. Just so you know, while you're slogging through sewage, we won't be napping out here. We'll go ahead and assault the main gate. It'll create a good distraction. It'll also mean that if you fail, we'll all die, just so you know. Unless the gods decide to strike me down before the battle starts. I've had enough standing around in throne rooms talking about fighting the Imperials. I miss the satisfaction of sliding a sword between the plates of an enemy's armor. Of course, battle runs in our blood. You think our family rose to royal power by attending teas, playing games at court, and currying favor with the right nobles? No, this king and queen work. At its heart, it's a bloody business. I haven't neglected that. I've looked at the garrison's layout and whatnot, and it'll really depend on what we find in there. I am confident we'll catch them off guard, so no matter what, we'll have to capitalize on that. The sad truth is we're not even sure. More than 200 Knights of St. Helen were stationed here, but only a handful escaped. Their stories are all over the place. Giant Daedra scaling the walls, the dead rising from the crypt, who knows? That old witch was undoubtedly the mastermind. And actually, one of the knights who escaped claimed Septimus snuck into the garrison posing as a Red Guard refugee and then unleashed oblivion the next night. Knowing her, that's quite possible. Yes, I met her once, back before the soul burst. I'm ashamed to admit I actually fancied the girl. She was as cold as a Nordic winter, of course. I wonder if she's still attractive, though. Regardless, I think her head would look best on a pole.
Many more worthy than me have given their lives to protect this kingdom. My husband, my children. I am not afraid to join them.
I have been watching out for you. It must be quite an honor to have the High King awaiting your arrival. King Emmerich thought you would be here ahead of him, but he has waited for you nonetheless. Not terribly long, but long enough that he has formulated a plan of attack. This plan requires someone to take quite a bit of risk. I tried to volunteer for the duty, but he insists that you be the one. So I wish you good luck, my friend.
Drive the bastards back or put them down!
I quite forgot how it feels. The rush of blood to the head, the sound and fury of battle. So what if I put on a few years? This is where I belong. I'm going to take back this garrison or die trying. I've captured a few keeps in my day, and I've learned the hard way. Whoever holds the courtyard holds the keep. So I'm going to seal our grip on this space. We should also hit the barracks, though, before the Imperials get their greaves on. Yes, but I'm not saying to slaughter a bunch of half-dressed soldiers. We're not Reachmen for Mara's sake. No, I'm hoping some of our knights are imprisoned there, and you can free them. We need all the swords we can get. After we've got the courtyard under control, we'll meet you up there. Oh, and if you see Septima Tharn or any of her commanders, feel free to take them down. I'd love to kill the old witch myself, but you're better qualified.
One favor I ask. If you see Commander Attius, kill him.
Commander Attius is down the hall. He tortured us. He needs to pay.
It's a damn good thing you came out. I was just about to charge in there and find you myself. If I had died, it would have been your fault. You don't want the death of a king on your head, do you? Gods, I probably shouldn't jest like that. Not around Argella. Poor thing. There's no telling what these twisted imperial bastards might have done with King Eamond's corpse. He was about to be entombed here when the garrison fell, of course. The royal crypt. All of Bangkorai's rulers are buried there, to keep eternal vigil and such. The Imperials are doing something horrific in there. It's where they've formed their last line of defense. Whatever they're doing, I need you to stop them. East, across the bridge behind me. They're just throwing conscripts at us to keep us from getting across. They'll run out of fodder eventually. But if you'll lead the charge across on your way to the crypt, we can take the bridge now.
Help! You're going to the crypt, aren't you? If those churlish rats have raised Eamond, you strike him down. Don't hesitate. I loved my husband, but I'd rather see him burned than in that state. Whatever happens, just make sure I don't see him.
garrison is ours. Imbeciles will soon witness the Empire's true strength.
Your covenants cannot escape my wrath. You will see soon enough.
When you went below into the crypts, this foul, icy fog rolled in. The earth shook, and those dolmen emerged from the ground beneath our feet. We retreated here to await your return. The rest you can clearly see. I'm afraid the giant Daedric anchors from the sky issue is more your speciality than my own. I'll let you lead on this one. A wise leader knows how to delegate, my father used to say. He may have died in his cups, but the man knew his aphorisms. What could be more kingly?
Bangkorai is mine, mortal. You cannot possibly protect it. Soon be slaves in cold harbor.
The garrison is ours! Yeah! Mark my words. This victory will go down in the history books. This is the day the Empire began to crumble.
Knights of St. Pellin, many of your brothers and sisters died here, but this was the purchase of their sacrifice. Be grateful and be proud!
Yeah!
We have the bastards on the run now. Come, Margella. Come, experience the joy of watching your enemies flee from battle.
I'll be honest with you. I didn't think we could retake the garrison. I expected to die here. I was even looking forward to it. But my heart is filled with happiness right now. Not for myself, but for the people of Evermore. Well, of course the war is far from over, but we've won a crucial battle. Definitely gave the Imperials a black eye. And Evermore is safe. I should return there, but I have a feeling Emmerich will want to press on to liberate southern Bangkorai. Whether it's wise or not isn't for me to say. All I can say is that if Emmerich wants to push on, I hope you will go with him. It's clear that any undertaking you're a part of is more than likely to succeed. You know, I really thought the years had hardened Emmerich, made him cold. But since he arrived in Evermore, I've caught glimpses of the cousin I used to play with when we were kids. Difficult as all this has been, I think it's rekindled his spirits.
We gave the Imperials a healthy kick in the buttocks, didn't we? I bet they don't stop running until they're behind the walls of Harlin's Stand. We will have to go after them, of course. For one thing, I still haven't seen Septima. I just have to find out how the years have treated the old girl. There's also the matter of liberating southern Bangkorai. It's Covenant territory, you know. One grain of sand at a time, my friend. It's true we don't have the troops to go traipsing off into the desert, but one person can scout Harlin's Stand and see if Septima's there. If only I had a loyal and capable friend here. Of course, you can go to Harlin's Stand. Fabulous idea. Yes, my friend. The key to driving the Imperials out of southern Bangkorai will be finding and eliminating the Magus General. If you'll track Septima down, we'll be halfway done. It's a magnificent city right in the middle of nowhere. Only the gods know why the Red Guards even built it. But it's changed hands many times over the century. Not a subject to bring up when you have Faharajad and Argella in the same room. Queen Argella, of course. It's part of Bangkorai. Come to think of it, I don't even know why Faharajad wants it. Doesn't he have enough desert cities? You'd think he'd be lobbying for more territory in the wetlands for Mara's sake. Ha ha ha. Sweet Septima. I may have mentioned before, I actually met her when I was just coming of age, tagging along with my father to Cyrodiil. I took quite a fancy to her, but she mocked my advances most cruelly. My father was just a merchant lord from Cumberland, come to kiss the Emperor's ring. I didn't realize it, but I was hardly a match for a Tharn. Even back then, Abner Tharn would never have allowed his niece to be courted by someone like me. I believe they were aiming to conquer all Bangkorai, but we've shown them that that's not going to happen. Septima's likely plotting revenge now, but who knows? Her family's so corrupt with power and necromancy, their motives hardly make sense anymore.